Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Edna and Harvey the Breakout. Let's see, I guess you hit load here. Ooh, here's a question. Which was the save file that I did last? Ooh, let's see where this takes us, I guess. I guess we could load and then look at our inventory. We have clay mass, we have an old key. And the audio sounds weird. There you go, that kind of fixed that. So, let's see, do we have him out of the bathroom area? Yes. Okay, so we're good to play. I guess. Yeah, there's not much more setup that needs to be said here. We turned off the antenna and we got the bladder to go to the bathroom by spelling WC with the monitors. And so he should be in the bathroom now. And yes, he is. And the only thing we can interact with that's new or different is the key and the sink. This would have been nice if there was a running sink sound effect. Clearly that's an oversight. I would say that there's kind of a lack of sound effects in general in this game. We have door opening and door closing.
I could make an imprint this way. Wow, that really worked. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
You're Watson. I'm Holmes.
I'm Holmes. You're Watson.
No way. I'm totally Holmes.
What's going on out there?
I'm Holmes, and you are Inspector Clouseau.
Deal.
So, now we have the imprint. Now it will just be a matter of putting the imprint, I guess maybe in the pot. Let's see if we can do that before we start walking around. One thing I'll say about Steam is that they've got this thing where they show a background image just when you select a game in the library, and then it's probably a soft background image that's shown on the store page. And I know those images are chosen by the developers, this case Daedalic.
No, the cast can be put in the furnace like it is.
So we're just gonna go straight down to the basement and hope that we have everything we need, I guess. But yeah, they totally put an image that is, I think, having kind of skipped around and looked at the walkthrough, because the walkthrough is in no way in line with all the things we've done. This game is so open-ended. We've done potentially 80% of all the game has to do, but we are in the checkpoint gated actions closer to halfway through with the game. So we have a lot of items, and we've done a lot of things that aren't gated or checkpointed, but we still have a lot of things that are. So let's see if this will just work. Use. Sometimes this thing just doesn't work. I also wonder if maybe there's some animations that are missing. Also, that door did not in any way make any sound effects. Use this with this.
Why? The pot is empty.
Use the pot with the grate.
The pot is the right size for the boiler, but something is still missing.
Use the knife with the imprint.
I'd rather not. I'd hate to lose the imprint of the key.
Just use the imprint with the grate.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess now we have a mold. We had to bake it first. So use the pot holder with the mold.
This should work.
And now maybe we use the mold
No,
with the
I
pot.
need something that hardens fast.
Like the heart of a ragdoll rabbit.
Or molten metal.
Molten like the heart of a ragdoll rabbit.
Are we just gonna melt the whole pot? I was thinking we would use that.
The pot is the right size for the boiler, but something is still missing.
So we need something that will melt. Let's see if the broken chair leg will
I
work
don't like
with
to
it.
beat the pot. This is something that an extremely bored child would do.
I think Alfred liked to do that.
That's fitting.
More random lines of dialogue.
If there's anything edible in this pot, it must have a great hiding spot.
So what other metal items could we use?
Although it's possible to cook coat hangers, it's quite impossible to eat them.
Another example of cause leaving effect high and dry.
This old key, do we really need it anymore?
I'd better not melt down this key. Maybe I'll still need it.
So yeah, we're short on metal, and the several metal and metallic items we already have are not enough. So let's see if we can melt down the trophies possibly, or get the shovel back.
Hello? Are you still down there?
Otherwise,
Hello? I think he's preoccupied with digging.
and we could see if we could pick up the dirt.
No, thank you. I have enough dirt.
We're so close to being able to unlock the gates and save ourselves a considerable amount of time walking around. This clearly is the next step we want to take. It'll just be kind of a question about pieces of metal. Let's see if we could pick up the cutlery drawer.
I've got a knife and a fork.
We didn't try the scissors with
The
this.
scissors will lose their teeth on that.
Let's see. Still don't know why you can click on the towels if that's not something you're going to use or be able to do anything with. So we work our way back up. There's literally nothing on this floor. There's maybe something in this room? But I doubt it. I'm fairly certain that there's nothing in the electric room. Let's see. Did we try to pick up everything?
No, I've gotten over it.
Pick up the kite.
The wind is unfavorable.
Pick up the pillow.
Nah, it smells like Dr. Marcel's aftershave.
Pick up baby teeth.
No, I think that's undignified.
Pick up the yo-yo.
Can't do it. It's behind safety glass.
So I guess that's true for all of these?
Oh, shucks. Safety glass. It's behind safety glass. He's behind safety glass. Oh, shucks. Safety glass.
See, so that's the typical experience you would have in a point-and-click adventure. It's just the same response each time.
Give mallet to Poozy.
No, don't do it.
But then we've have a very specific line
No.
of dialogue.
Nobody has the right to destroy memories.
How about giving memories a small dent?
Nah.
Mistranslation in the subtitle there. Yeah, I don't really feel like any of these items are going to play a role right now. Maybe they will play a role later. I'm thinking the doctor's trophy. Now the attic room, let's come over here first. Does the attic room in which we trapped the mini golfer, I don't think we're coming back to that at any point. So, and all this is the dartboard.
It's attached to the wall. Doesn't matter. It's useless without darts anyway.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing anything with the coffee machine or the gumball. This feels like yet another room.
I might be a klepto, but stealing someone's coffee machine is pure barbarism.
Yeah. I suspect that there was a couple of scenes in this game that either are going to have nothing in them of real import. There was something in that kitchen. It's where we got the box of cereal and the police badge. But yeah, I don't think we're ever getting back to that room. So I'm thinking it's his trophies, because that would be in line. There's a problem with the storytelling with this too, because already the game has kind of made it seem like the crazy talking bunny is lying to Edna and trying to make it seem like Dr. Marcel has an agenda against him, which is not realistic or believable. But we could be seeing from Edna's crazy eyes the entire story, so none of this could be happening.
Professional,
like,
obviously.
You could easily end this story by her waking up from a dream or a hallucination and still being in the padded room at the beginning of the game.
Oh, how they glimmer. If only they weren't locked away.
Let's see. They're locked away. Can we use the key with the trophies?
This isn't the key to the trophy cabinet. But where does it fit then?
So
that won't do anything here. The trophies are behind safety glass.
And this chimney doesn't seem like it does anything.
I used to get burned by the sparks.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we need to get the gold medal now. So what would be the quickest way to get back to the other side? Unfortunately, it is probably going all the way down. The fact that there's not just a shortcut here is ridiculous. Again, replace these stairs with an elevator. Have a single puzzle rewiring minigame to get to certain levels on the elevator, or if you can't program a minigame, have key cards for floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, and then you would just use each of those key cards in the card reader, and then that would let you, going forward, choose what floor you want to go to. It would eliminate a huge amount of transitioning for no reason. It would save so much time. And point and click adventure games never really should have been built around the idea of wasting people's time. It kind of made sense in the old days when you would have spent $3,000 or the equivalent of $3,000 on a PC and spending another equivalent of like $60 to $80 on a game like this, because, well, deflation or inflation has happened, whichever one would be the right phrase. The old days, point and click adventures tried to stretch their length because of that to make them feel like they're worthwhile. But by the time this game had come out, that wouldn't have been a issue. So I need to get the gold medal from this guy.
Well. You have returned.
I may have to get hit by lightning, but I don't know how I can get hit by lightning.
As I foretold. Are you prepared to suffer another defeat?
Let's see.
A golden medal? Genuine gold?
Of course. And that's not all.
Why? What else?
I don't get this line of dialogue.
All right. Just genuine gold. Nothing else. What were you expecting?
Alright.
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails?
I don't feel like this scenario has changed.
Heads.
Tails. Have you had enough?
Well, I'll be gone then.
So we gotta figure out how to win this heads or tails battle. What do we have? I don't think we can use the assigned form with the residents.
Drogeljug doesn't need therapy. He is who he is.
Use assigned form with Illuman.
Will you go to the therapy session for me?
Not today, no. Today's session is group therapy for game designers. The problems of those nerds give me hives.
Right. Let's talk to Alloman.
Hey, Alu.
Hello, Edna. What brings you here this time?
Let's ask about King
I
Adrian.
have one more question about King Adrian.
Fire away.
Can you help me beat him?
Can you help me beat him?
Who do you think I am? Mr. Miyagi?
Oh, please. With sugar and cream and a cherry on top?
Well, all right then. I have a radical idea how to level the playing field. But you won't like it.
Tell me, tell me, tell me.
Electroshock therapy.
What?
We'll give you electroshocks so that you can predict things as well.
I'm not sure.
We can meet at the electroshock therapy chair, and off we'll go. I'd need a better coat hanger, though. The inspector won't let me ride the laundry lift with this one anymore. What do you think?
I'm really not sure if I'd like that.
So
Take your time.
we're gonna have to work
Think
about this.
When you're ready, just bring me a better coat hanger.
So you have to say yes
I've made a
here,
decision.
and
I
then
want
it's
the
gonna
shock
jump
treatment.
all the way to
Brave
the shock
child. Get
therapy.
me a better coat hanger, and off we'll go.
Let's talk about something else.
Alright.
I have to get a move on.
Take care of your karma.
So I assume coat hanger number 1 is a better than what
Let's
he
go.
has.
I want shock treatment.
Very well, then. We'll meet by the shock therapy chair. Can you find the way?
I hope so.
So off we go.
So it doesn't even fast travel us there. I wonder if they lacked the ability to program the character to move automatically, which is kind of a basic function in the point-and-click adventure games, and particularly Scum games. See, this game, according to Wikipedia, was inspired by Scum games.
The next
It
exit is approaching.
seems so strange that they wouldn't have just then used the script
we go.
creation utility for Maniac Mansion. Perhaps it was closed source and only available to LucasArts and Lucas Games. That might be the case. It
Next
certainly
exit is approaching.
has been either reverse engineered or released by now, but I don't know why you would program this in Java. Perhaps at the time of this game coming out, the Scum virtual machine that runs Scum games project wasn't in the state that it is now, which is rather well polished. But had you used a pre-existing language, then it would have been really relatively easy at least, to say, I want our main character to walk from point A to point B, or I want the screen to fade out and fade back in on this scene, instead of making me walk all around for no reason.
So, are we ready to go?
So yeah, fade out
Sometime
there.
later.
We've seen fade outs and fade ins. Why didn't they just do that in the other room?
All right over there. This is your last chance to change your mind.
Let's see. I imagine anything I say is going to not matter, so let's see.
Too late.
And apparently Harvey has bones too. And then it fades out.
That was really
and then
something.
fades back in. So at this point, I now have to walk all the way back. This is ridiculous. This is such a huge waste of time. There's no player experience that could possibly happen here that would be any shorter. I guess I could have gotten caught by the guards trying to escape again, and it would have gotten me back to that room a little bit faster. But that's the only real difference here. Why not just fade out and fade back in?
This looks dangerous.
That
What
is
the
so
heck?
crazy. We were just shown that it could happen. It really just shows what an incredible
Next exit is approaching.
lack of hindsight, lack of polish on this game. If this is really a student thesis and like the first game by the person who works at Daedalic and possibly a founding member of Daedalic, he must have just been so heavily under the wire to turn in his thesis, which generally you can take as much time as you want on your thesis, to not have gone back and played through that section once and gone, wow, that's long for no good reason. Where we walk through the areas never had any kind of items to pick up or see or people to talk to. So we're walking through rather empty, narrow hallways for no reason.
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails.
So is she gonna have telekinesis where she can move things with her mind, or is she gonna have psychic abilities where she can see the future? Because there is a Daedalic game with a little girl who's much younger, and I think that possibly worked a little bit better for that fairy tale storytelling that was happening in that game. I wish I could remember the name of it. So telekinesis and moving things, psychic ability would be newer here.
Heads.
Indeed. Heads. My turn. I choose tails. What's that? That cannot be. It's heads. What does that mean?
Well, foremost, this seems to mean Edna is the king. Edna is the king. King, 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 king. Give me the medal, you mental. Your throne is mine now. Wow. The medal really is made out of genuine gold.
So we get another achievement. Let's see where that achievement was labeled here. Let's see. Exchangeness on pot holders. So, yeah. Okay, well. We've still got a little bit of time. Things are speeding up somewhat, but once we get past the master key section, then it's escaping the area and we'll be in a totally new gameplay section once we escape the house, and we'll probably find
The next
some
exit is
collection
approaching.
of new items and new puzzles to solve. But we kind of are
Here we go.
close to being done. I think when you look at just how much inventory space could possibly be left, there really
Next
isn't a
exit is
lot.
approaching.
Scene. I wonder if the current version of Java is not showing an animation here that actually does exist. Oh, but right there we saw an animation where they had programmed her to walk from one place to another. So they did do that too. So it's not a lack of ability, it's just a lack of realizing where they could have used that ability.
Gold would make the perfect material for casting a key. But how do I melt the metal?
I know. You pull at both ends until it weakens in the middle.
Yes. Or I'll find a proper vessel and a furnace.
I like my idea better. It's simple and uses brute force.
So let's just walk through here. So we just use this with the pot, I
Okay.
guess. And the response when you do something right is just an okay, but the response when you do something wrong is often 3 long sentences of jokes. So now we're cut into a slow animation where I couldn't do anything. That's a little interesting. So use pot holders with the pot.
This should work.
And then use this with this.
Okay.
And she's just gonna pour it in your inventory, I guess. And then what do we do with the steaming mold to cool it down? Look at...
Why can't the key solidify already? I should help it along, I suppose. This is not working out on its own. I'm sure I can find a way to cool down the mold.
So where is a fan, a refrigerator, anything at all? There's water, I guess. We can find water in any bathroom. And I assume what we'll do is we'll have to go to each lock and unlock it. Again, if it just faded it out and unlocked all the gates permanently the first time you used it, that would save a little bit of time. But I'm not sure it really would matter too much. You don't want to skip all of the game, but there definitely is some stuff that you could skip. There's water
Okay,
locations all over the
cool.
place.
The water has cooled off the molten gold.
So now we just use this with
I
this.
should be able to free the key with this. Yippee! I've made it! My own master key!
Coincidentally, saying this right in front of the guard. Alright. And because I went down this direction, then all of the master keys locks, I assume. Unless the master key also works with the...
Yeah!
So now that's unlocked. Now we have a much better shortcut.
Yeah!
Now that's unlocked. And the audio decided to change. So the problem though is now that all of those gates have been unlocked, it seems to me that I probably will have very little reason to go in any of those areas, and I think that would be the case for most players since it's so difficult to get the master key. There probably should have been 3 different keys, and it should have been broken up in a way that you collected just other ways to unlock gates, either by keys or a lever or a puzzle or something.
I'm free at last!
Yippee! Let's go to the zoo then!
We can't do that, Harv.
But we made
I
it.
have to find some evidence that exonerates my dad.
In that case, I hope the information can be found inside those high walls.
What? Darn it.
Meanwhile,
So we probably triggered Act 2 here. Dr. Marcel's back. Does that mean we're gonna have to avoid him?
Here? Why aren't the patients having lunch?
Doctor, we have a problem. Holger and Babbitt are missing.
I've just solved one of the problems.
So
Doctor, it's a catastrophe. Edna's escaped from her cell.
Babbitt, how often have patients escaped from their cells?
You mean on a daily basis? 3, on average.
And how many of them have escaped over the wall?
Well, none.
None. That's right. The only way in or out is the main gate. And even if she finds a way to open the gate, she'll never get half a mile without a vehicle. She must still be somewhere on the premises. Search every floor, one after the other. And would you please escort the patients to lunch?
So yeah, I suspect in Act 2, we don't have any clearing of the inventory. It seems like we're probably going to keep all of that. We could try and skim over some of these achievements. I'm still pretty much not sure what any of these mean. Let's see, all tables, all sinks, all doctors. So apparently there's some way to make things dirty, and there's also an achievement for making furniture dirty. So that explains why there's so many different items you can make dirty. It's a comic nerd achievement, moonlighter achievement, a lady of keys achievement. There's the deja vu achievement, which probably involves getting caught here, and probably is a story achievement. Let's see, a handy compress achievement. Storks will be taken by strange birds. I don't know what that means. Tube slasher achievement. Ban Kaimun attire his bell and her wrench. I think that's something we haven't seen before. The workiness achievement. A water placer achievement. A polishing achievement. And escapist achievement. See, this feels like this might very well be the last storyline achievement, so only 4 of these might actually even be around story necessary actions. Guess that means I can overwrite this one, but we're certainly... I'm kind of hoping it is only maybe an hour and 30 minutes, if I'm lucky, left of this game, and everything will just be a lot quicker. I'm not really frustrated with it or anything right now, but it doesn't seem like the area between the house and the walls could be that interesting or have that much to interact with. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.